Hey guys, Jeff the Cheesehead Flipper here with another What Sold video. Unfortunately, little Cheesehead is not here with us today. He is visiting his grandparents, so you just got me today. I know, what a tragedy. Oh wow. Anyways, we sold things this weekend on two platforms, that being Amazon FBM and on eBay. Let's take a look at what we sold on Amazon FBM first. First time we sold, not gonna make much money on it. It's one of those items that when we listed it was decent, but over time the price of it fell and the repricer put it down and didn't really notice it. We'll still make a little bit of money on it, but barely worth our time. First one we sold was a Cricut cartridge called Car Decal Cartridge. Sold it for $8. Yeah, let's go grab it. Car decal. There it is. Here it is. It's basically little decals you can put in the back of your car. I don't know, you probably see these type of things all over the place. Sold for $8. Buy cost in that, don't know. Huge lot buy years ago. Next one we have going up, another Cricut cartridge, but this one we did a little bit better on. It is seasonal cartridge, Trim the Tree. If you don't know crafters, they get ready for seasons, like for the stuff they're going to make, about 4 to 6 months ahead of season they start buying the stuff and creating the stuff. I've always noticed it's about 4 to 6 months ahead of like Christmas, all my Christmas crafting stuff. Same with every holiday where you think someone might make decorations for. About 4 to 6 months beforehand, it's when they sell. Anyways, we sold it for $31. Much better. Let's go grab it. Trim the Tree. Also helps this one's a new cartridge versus used. Yes, if you don't know, you can sell used stuff on Amazon. Huge myth out there. People think you can't. That was all ready to go. Buy cost, same big lot, no idea. Probably a couple bucks, if that. That is everything I sold on Amazon FBM. Amazon FBA, we had sales there too, but that's all at their warehouse, so there's nothing for me to pull and ship. They deal with all that. That's my preferred method the way I sell. Alright, and the next thing we have going on, eBay, where we have sold 5 items. First item going out, we sold Joss Whedon's Dollhouse Season 1 DVD for $12. It was on a sale. We were doing a sale over the weekend like we normally do. It's been listed for 0 days to 365, 10% off. 365 to 730, 20% off. 730 to 20,000 and 30% off. But I do, those two higher ones, I do filter out anything that was listed for $10 or less. This is in 24 July 1104, so a fairly recent listing. It should be right down here. 1104. July, it's going to be this bin right here. At least it should be. 9, 10, 1103. 1104. Brand new sealed, ready to go. Probably bought that tension on Amazon, but was gated. Buy cost on that was $1. Most DVDs I buy are $1. And speaking of DVDs, we sold another DVD. We sold a Sewing with Nancy Doll Fashion Studio DVD for $15. It is in 24 July 1003, so probably the same bucket. Let's look. So 1003? Yep, 1003. 1003. Now this one I could sell on Amazon, however, there was no sales rank on it and no sales history in over a year. But there was halfway decent sales rank or selling history on eBay, so I moved it over there. By cost, $1. Next one going out And you'll notice a trend, a lot of things we sold this weekend are not very high dollar items, but it's good to still have sales. Next one we sold is the Camera Magazine Lot of 4 from 1933, 39, and 41. It's in 24 March 0208. That should be over here. March 0208. March. There's a possibility this one's actually in a bin. Oh, here it is. March 0208. All packed up, ready to go. So I'll throw a photo up of that one. Sold for $15. Buy cost in that lot was probably less than $1. If you average out what I bought in magazines and that, and some of my buys, usually I'm spending like 10 cents per magazine or less. I'm buying like whole flats for between $2 to $5. So yeah, pretty cheap cost. And it sold sort of decent. Next one going out, we have an Altered State skirt size small, white skirt for $18. It is in 24 June 12/18. Back in June when I was listing like crazy because I didn't have the little man here. June 12/18. Now I absolutely enjoy him being here, but I don't have as much time to list. I didn't want that to come across the way it may have sounded. It's also through the thing, so it's right here. I don't want to pull this out, so I'll throw a photo up of that one. Buy cost in that was either $1 or $2, probably on Whatnot. I do source a lot of clothing on Whatnot from auctions. If you want, there's a link down below you can join, and you can get, it's either 10 or 15 free dollars if you sign up with that link for your for some of your first purchases. And I also get some of that money too. So you get like 10 to 15, I get like 10 to 15. So that's win-win. Lastly, going out, we sold a lot of 22 Wexford correction tape. Basically a little like roll-on like whiteout type tape for $12. Took an offer on that one. It is in 24 June 14/11. That's probably going to be a box. June 14/11. Yep, here it is. All boxed up, ready to go, so I'll throw a photo up of that one. Buy cost on that one wasn't a lot. No, long time ago. Like actually during like the COVID stuff, one of the stores that really was hurting and was clearancing things out like crazy prices was Walgreens, believe it or not. At least the one down by where I worked. Because not as many people lived down that area. It was mainly a place where people came to work, but people were working remote. So that Walgreens was like stupid clearances, like 90 to 99% off of things. So I probably grabbed those thinking I'd be able to sell them. They weren't really that great, but we did sell them. And we should have made a profit on that, believe it or not. Yeah, even at that price. And it's all for $12. I don't suggest sourcing those, but at that time I bought like their office supply section. I bought everything that was like 90% clearance. I made a lot of money in that. Most of it went to Amazon. Especially I've sent it like just before the back to school, which like now, and that stuff sold like crazy a couple years ago. This is one that's been sitting in my Death Pal. Got it listed, got it sold. We're moving on. Speaking of Death Pal, I might be doing another recording here, maybe today or tomorrow, where I'm gonna be pulling a lot of stuff that's not on shelves out of my warehouse and put it in my yard, because we're not supposed to get rain for a few days. Stick everything out there so I can actually get through here and move. Then I'm gonna come into the shelves of unlisted inventory, which is the 2 rows over there are unlisted. This 1 row is listed. 2 rows unlisted. Yeah. There's a lot more to go. I've been making a lot of progress this summer, but we are still kind of not quite where we need to be. But the reason I'm going to do that is not everything there is worth selling. So I want to filter out the stuff that I just need to get rid of, and I'm going to take it and just get rid of it. Donate all of it. Just get it out of my way, because I'm finding that it's difficult to get through. Plus, I'm thinking I might kind of sort the inventory by what it is. Like, all unlisted jeans will be in a box called unlisted jeans. All unlisted t-shirts be in a box called unlisted t-shirts. Kind of get where I'm going with that? Yeah. Make it a little bit more organized so I can find things to list a little bit easier. And just clear out the space, because it's hard to stay motivated in listing when you're trying to find things to list. You're just digging through like garbage that you're like, I guess I can list this, or you're like, how can I list this and make money on it? What can I bundle it with? I think it's time just to purge that stuff. A lot of it's from bulk buys from years ago. I've already profited off those buys. I just want to get rid of it. So you might see that later this week. Hopefully, I hope to get back for the rest of the month to like 2 to 3 videos per week. Hopefully, to just what sold videos. Once school year starts, we're probably going to go back to what sold, with other videos being kind of sporadic. Just so you know. Well, anyways, that is everything I sold on eBay and Amazon FBM this weekend. How are your sales doing? Decent amount of sales. The money is, it's okay. But it is what it is, and it is profit coming in, so we are grateful for that. Seeing how little I've been able to work out here this last month, it's pretty good. I'm not going to complain. And during the week, we are still selling quite a bit. It's not just weekends we sell stuff. We sell stuff every single day. Probably averaging about 3 items per day right now. When I was listing more consistently, we were averaging about 5, which was awesome. Anyways, what do I always say at the end of videos? Gotta keep on listing, keep on selling. You have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.